Hey guys, it's Jenny and welcome back to a new video. I quit my job and moved to London. I don't even know where to start. It's been like 5 months since I said hi to you guys and basically my entire life changed. So I am trying to cut this thing short because I filmed this entire process of moving here. Well, not entirely, but like I shot like several clips and I don't want to make this intro too long because otherwise this video is gonna be way too long. But basically, I always wanted to live in another country. I could not do this on my own. I know myself when I am alone or lonely, I'm gonna get depressed and I don't want that. Especially not in another country where I don't know anybody. So I never thought I would be at some point in my life where I'll be able to actually move somewhere else, because I didn't thought I would find someone who wants to do something like this with me. Now, my boyfriend Chris, he is a pilot and there was a big chance he had to move to another country at some point. And he already told me that when we started dating, and I just went with the flow, go with the flow. I'm sorry, I've been speaking to a camera for quite some time. Anyway, he got a job at RocknRollerr and they have like bases everywhere in Europe. So as soon as he got hired, we did not know where in Europe we will be ending up. The plan was that I was going with him, and after a few months waiting, he got placed in London. And I was very excited because I really love London, even though it's very expensive. I know the language, I know there is a lot of things going on in the city that I actually really like. So yeah, I quit my job, started as a freelance designer, packed my stuff, and then we moved here. This is basically the short version because getting an apartment here is like a crazy journey. If you have any questions that I did not talk about in this video, just leave them in the comment section below and I am happy to answer. So here is our adventure. I just applied for a UK visa and spent 3,000 euros to get this done. I've been really stressed lately. Also super excited, but those two things combined makes me feel weird. But it's really happening now. There's a lot of things changing in a very short amount of time. Next week I'll get my company registered. And from there on it's all up to me. I can't believe that I am moving to London as a freelance graphic designer. Okay. So most of Chris's stuff is already packed. My bed is already gone. It used to be here. Don't mind the mess up here. I was painting the other day and I still need to clean up. And I started my company. It's now officially registered. I probably did not pronounce it right. I also look like shit because I had a horrible night. I didn't film anything on the day that I got my company signed up because we got some really bad news about the apartment. It's so much stuff going on. It's so hard with all the Brexit stuff. There is something wrong with my visa. I might apply for the wrong one, which could cost me a lot of money. I still have to do some work here and then I start as a freelancer, and then I would like to stay in the country for another 2 weeks to get my freelance stuff going. I already have 2 companies I could work for, so I do not have to stress about that, luckily. But yeah, that's the update for today. Hey, I just had my last day at the office. I am officially a freelancer from today. We also, I have some great news and some bad news. I'll start with the bad news. The bad news is that my visa is declined. I just lost 800 euros for nothing. I have to apply again in September. I don't want to bore you with all the details, but basically the visa that I needed was the one that I am applying with my partner. And you can only get accepted if you're living together on some certain contract for 2 years, and we have that from September. So they declined my visa, but at 5 o'clock I get a text from Chris that we have found a apartment. We got an apartment before and we even paid for it for like 6 months up front, and then they for some reason still declined us even after we paid that shit. So we're still waiting to get that money back, but in the meantime we went looking further for any other flats and we found one and we just got accepted. Everything is all good. So next week Chris is going to move. I'm going with him to get shit done at the flat, but also we need to buy quite some stuff because we have a apartment that is unfurnished. So we have to go to IKEA probably. So I'm gonna be in London next week. Obviously I'm gonna take you guys with me because finally the vlog is going to be exciting, because now we're gonna move stuff and like show you guys around, show you guys the flat. I also was waiting for a certain tax number that I needed to get shit done, and I also received that today, so I can finally, I don't know how to say this, but I can finally apply or whatever. I need a business bank account, so I can finally open up that one. That's basically the update I wanted to give. I'm gonna hang out with myself right now, and I'll check in with you guys later. Good morning. We are on our way to England for round 1. The entire car is packed. Also, Chris's dad will be arriving soon, and his car is also fully packed. Can you find the good food? Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! Wow! How old is this thing? I don't care. It makes it even worse with the blue light, and it doesn't help that I look like shit.
Usually they bring the patients in like this, like on the card, like this.
Yeah. Maar...
Dat is niet pillen.
Oppassen met die stukken.
Ja, inderdaad. Cheers.
It's a little late, but I thought I'd show you around real quick. We pretty much have done everything we could do until now, and we still need to put some artsy stuff and just like make it a bit more personal, but like the main stuff is already set in her place. So I thought I'd give you a quick home tour. So this is the front door, and I'm gonna turn you guys around. So this is our hallway, and when we go to the left we have our bathroom. Also, we can do this. Looks very fancy. Then we go back to the hallway, and then we have 3 doors. This one leads to our bedroom, which looks very white right now. And we have a closet and some IKEA furniture. This is a big window, which you cannot see right now, but I'll show you when it's light out, when it's like daylight again. And then here we have our living room. I really like our couch and our carpet. I really wanted to have a purple one, and I think the green one matches nicely. Also got our dinos, and it's still a little bit messy. So yeah, our kitchen. And then up here, which I also show you when it's daylight, we have a balcony. Oh, you can see it quite nicely. And then we have a lookout on the roundabout. And this is the rest of the building. All the apartments we're looking at are still empty. And I think we are the only one in our hallway right now in the building where we are living in, because it got, I don't know what's that called, but it's got delivered for rent. There's probably some other word I need to use, but it was delivered for like 4th of April, and we got in very quickly. And I think the rest of the people that who rent the flat are moving in later. But I'll show you how new everything is. So these are still not rented out, and this is the hallway. And if you look closely, even the elevators are still packed in. That's how brand new the building is. Oh. So I'm gonna drink a beer and hang out with myself. I have to catch a flight back to the Netherlands tomorrow, but I really wanted to go out tonight and I still would like to go, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna go to a concert as well and I'm feeling great right now. And I don't want to ruin that by going out and then be very messed up in the morning and then not enjoy the concert as much as I would do when I had a well rested night. Anyhow, check in with you guys later. So the plan was to get the rest of my stuff and then move to London and stay here, but I messed up with the vaccine of my dog Asher. He needs some certain vaccine to cross borders and I thought I was on time, but apparently this vaccine has to like settle in for 3 weeks. I didn't know that, so I got him the vaccine. My dad took care of him because we already had a ticket back to England and we didn't want to waste that. Also, Chris had to work, so we went back to England. We explored the city a little bit. We went to a concert of Avril Lavigne, which was really nice. We got super last minute tickets. And also a few of our friends were coming over. They already booked a weekend to London, which was before we moved, but like a bit it came together because we were already here and then it was time to pick up Asher and the rest of my stuff. After moving, I didn't really film for a few weeks. I just really enjoyed my life in London and I didn't want to grab my camera the entire time. I just wanted to be in the moment for a little bit. We got concert tickets for Machine Gun Kelly. We saw him in the Royal Albert Hall, which was so nice because the venue was so fancy. I also saw Swaco, or we saw Swaco in Underworld Camden Town. The weather was really nice. We just really enjoyed it, and I also went to my first ecstatic dance together with a cacao ceremony. It was like 2 things in one. It was one of the nicest experience I've had in a long time. I was just like dancing barefoot in the sun, in the grass, with total strangers. It was just a very nice experience. I don't want to tell you much about it in this video, but if you're interested in hearing about that, I would love to share more about that. And yeah, I think we are all catched up now from the point where I flew back to the Netherlands again for a summer holiday, and I filmed that as well. That's the video. It's gonna be after this one, and then I'm just gonna take you guys with me in my life in London, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you.